Hi, my name is Miguel. I was raised in a big family, like grade 10, 11. I had 4 brothers. One of them passed away when he was 9 and I was 11. He got leukemia, and I was sent to live with my aunt by that time. I was without my mom for the whole year, practically actually for like 3 years, because my brother was he was on Cuba. My little brother was the one who taught me about Christianity. He was the one who told me to go, he was the one who always was telling me, let's go to church. Even when he was alive, we were going together to a Catholic church. But we actually didn't pay attention because we thought it was boring. When I went to Christianity, I thought, it was good and stuff. But once he passed away, I decided just to do whatever I want. I told the pastor, my story about my brother and how I was mad at God. And he told me, yeah, you shouldn't be mad, it's the world of light, that's how it's going to happen. Even though he told me about a lot of stuff, I was still, still have a feeling like, why it was me? Why it was my family? Why did we have to go through this? Why not somebody else? But yeah, that's how it is, that's how life is. I went to Wayfield my sophomore year, just hanging around, have no friends, just trying to survive high school, and getting a little bit in trouble in that school too, like skipping and friends, going out with friends, and yeah, bad stuff. Then after probably like 6 months later, I met Hassan, one of my best friends, and that was on my sophomore year too. That was a math class, and I told her, it was like he won a ride, and I was like, I'll give you a ride. So I gave him a ride home, and by the time I thought he was like, pretty cool guy. I didn't know he was Muslim, first of all, neither Arab, and I thought he was more like a Hispanic guy. I thought he was Hispanic, so I was like, I talked to him in Spanish, like, no, I don't speak Spanish. I was like, why are you? He told me I'm Egyptian. Oh, okay. So he told me like, that was almost Ramadan though. That was like near Ramadan, and I told him like, what religion are you? He told me I'm a Muslim. I was like, okay. I felt kind of, I was like, I shouldn't mess with these people, because that's what they used to tell me when I was there, they were Muslims, so like, don't mess with them, they're bad people, they will harm you, or whatever, So I was like, no, I don't want to mess with him. But then I found out he was like a cool guy to hang out with, just chill and have fun. He told me that, Muslims, they are not the people that you see. They're not the people. We're just people, regular people. We work, we just have different beliefs. So I was like, okay. And I went to Hassan, and I asked him, I was like, so you guys don't believe in the moon? And he started laughing. He's like, no, we believe in God. And I was like, oh, okay. He asked me why. I was like, just wondering. So we started hanging out, and so until one day he told me his mom wanted to meet me. I got nervous. So I came into his house for the first time, and as soon as I stepped in, like, there was a feeling that made me forget everything about it and make my soul be in peace. I felt something that, wow. So I went to his room. It was a time of praying, and I was still Christian. I didn't even convert. And he went and started praying, and when I'd sit down in his bed and saw him praying, I was gonna laugh, about it, because I was like, why are you praying like that? Why are you crazy or something? So, but then I was like, I have to respect, it's that way they want to live, it's the way his religion is. So I gotta respect it. So I just sit down, looking at the room, and after he was finishing praying, I told him, like, why you do that? Why you pray like that? And he told me, well, it's for submission. I used to see him went to his room, homework, playing video games, talking about Islam. Until one day, I decided, I was like, I want to give it a try. Why not? So I went into it, and we actually went into McDonald's. When I say I went into it, I was like still Ramadan, when he was fasting. So I was like, I was thinking, and at the same time I was like, you should go for it, but you should just wait, because what if you're going into something that you don't know, and then since everybody told me don't do it because you're gonna go to hell, you're gonna. I was afraid. I was really afraid. So I guess I tempted him when I went into McDonald's on it, and I gave him. I was hungry. I was buying food for all my friends that were there. And I bought him food, and I told him, take it, eat. And he's like, no, I can't. I was like, come on, take it. It's like, no. Anyone grabbed the burger, and I was just messing around. I was like, come on, look, it's looking at you, take it. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna eat it. And I was like, okay, let me buy you a drink at least. No, I can't even drink. I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, are you crazy or something? It's just food, eat it, you like this. Like, no, I ain't gonna eat it. I was messing around with him, like, why are you doing crazy, you like, come on, okay, it's okay to fast, but, maybe you just grab something to eat a little bit. It's like, nobody's gonna know anyways, mom's not gonna know, then you're gonna say, yeah, okay, I eat it, but then I'm sorry, okay. He's like, no, I ain't gonna eat it. And when I went into my house after I dropped him off, I kept thinking on the way. I was like, I was like, what's wrong with this kid? I was like, am I messing with the right people, or am I just, just getting in trouble? So the next following days, I asked him, why are you doing this? And he told me, Ramadan. There's once a year in the holy month that you cannot eat anything. You just gotta pray. Not say any bad words, and you can't curse, you can't look into girls, and that's what I admire from him. That's what I went like, wow, that's what I was like. Inside of me, maybe I was saying, maybe this is, this is a religion, or maybe this is what you've been looking for. And I was like, okay, one day I decided I was to go for it. So I told him I want to convert. When I first went into a mosque, I was like, I thought people had that word, like, turn their cell phone count talk, when I sit down with Hassan, I was talking to him, like, what's wrong, why are these people are so quiet? He told me, we have to respect, we respect this, When the time of praying came, and of course I didn't know what to say, I was just following what Hassan was doing. And I told him, what should I say? It's like, just, pray, try to say, something that you want to say, even though you don't know how to pray yet, but just trying to take out everything you want to say, So I started to do that. I was just, in the praying, I was just, say, God, I'm sorry because, maybe I did this, and I regret it. The first time when I thought about Islam, I was afraid. I was afraid. What if my mom doesn't accept it? Or what if I do something that in time I might regret it? What if I die and God will ask me why you didn't believe in me, why you changed religions? And what if I wasn't gonna see my brother anymore? I was afraid of so many things. But the way he hasn't talked to me, and the way I used to come here, and the way he used to tell me stories, how everything started about Islam, makes me feel like peace. It makes me forget about the afraid I was. It makes me forget about how afraid I was of dying, and how afraid I was of, maybe my mom will not accept it, And he told me, just say God, it's your will, It's so every time I used to tell my mom, like, oh, Mom, I'm going to hang out with Hassan, I didn't want to say that I was going to convert to Muslim to her because I didn't know what